I've never stayed in a sleep pod before, but if I've heard one thing, it's countries in East Asia that have really popularized this capsule sleep pod experience. And I was so excited we were traveling on this side of the world, I thought, why not jump in a sleep pod in a Vietnam airport as a family of 4? And then I went to stay at 2 more solo in Japan. What an exciting time. Now, I'm 6 feet tall, 42 years old, and massively insecure about my balding. I'm not sure if I'm their ideal demographic, but we are still going to rank these sleep pods on value, sleep quality, cleanliness, location, and whether or not I would return. And here's the thing, I actually got sick in one of them, and a sleep pod with a shared bathroom is not an ideal place to be sick. First up, the Vietnam airport. $19 an hour to stay here as a family of 4.
Everyone was a little bit nervous, but the check-in process was seamless and easy. And yep, it was just as small as it looked in the pictures. But hey, it was a safe place to rest, and they had blinds.
Sleep pod in Vietnam, how does one end up here? Well, we have a 2 a.m. flight out of here to Japan, and we have kids. So we thought, what could we do to make it a little bit more comfortable with them? Here we are at the airport already. So we're gonna go check into our flight right around 7. They'll let us check in a little bit early, and then we can come down here and try to get 5-6 hours of rest.
Okay, we were just able to check in for our flight at 2 a.m. and it is about 7:15. So now we're on our way back to the sleep pod. So we have a solid, 5.5 hours or about 5 hours to see if we can get some rest.
The amenities, the room. So over here, they gave us a snack, free cakes, crustas. Not too bad for a free snack. Over here, you will find an outlet. We have our Wi-Fi, free Wi-Fi, nice alarm clock. I'm not sure how these work. Toothbrush and toothpaste. You got your reading light, and then 2 remotes. Oh, important. You have your air conditioner here. The bed, very simple. And then you got the top bunk up here. Really nice touch with the fan. Love the pull cord there. Oh, that's gonna be nice. And then here's our carpeted floor situation. It's tiny, y'all. It's tiny. It's Vietnam, so you have used bathroom sandals, I'm assuming. I don't know why I just touched those. What would you do? Would you spend the $114 for 6 hours of comfort in the airport? We got privacy, we have a fan, we have air conditioning, we have water, free snacks. I mean, pretty good deal. Comment below, are you out there under the fluorescent lights sleeping under the chairs, or are you spending your hard-earned money to sleep in a pod? This is on the land side, not the air side, so we still have to check in through security.
Let's go check in with Allie, see what she thinks.
My opinion of the sleep pods?
Yes.
We have a 2 a.m. flight with 2 small children. I think this is a nice option. I don't think it's bougie, but yes, I'm gonna take advantage of it.
And if you wanted to use the restroom to brush your teeth, you had to go to the public restroom in the airport. Not ideal. The beds are okay. I wouldn't rate them amazing. And I feel like as a sleep pod, if you do one thing really well, it should be the bed. 1 pillow and a blanket, so I really hope I get some rest. Oh, we have a visitor. It's talking about the bed comfort.
I actually think it's good. It's better than what we had last night.
Wow, okay. And I was just going off on how they should do a better job because I can feel the wood I'm sitting on right now.
Oh, well, I didn't get tucked in, and you do way more than me, but the top bunks where I'm hanging, it's pretty good.
Okay, so we'll let you know in 5 hours how we feel about the beds. All right, time to get some rest. It was a little bit more light coming in than I would have liked, but we got a few hours. And here we are, 1 a.m. My son throwing down his clothes for me to pack up, and we are out in the airport. Guys, that was so much fun. Wow, just got through security, on our way to the lounge. Let's board this flight to Japan, get there, and then I'll give you the final verdict on the sleep pod. The final rankings for the Vietnam airport experience. Value, 3 out of 5. Could have been a little better. Sleep, just above a 3. We did get a few hours. Cleanliness, 2. Maybe it was those used airport sandals. Location, 5 out of 5. And would we return? That is a definite yes. We had a good experience here. Friends, it is dark, it is cold, but we are finally on our way to our second capsule hotel here in Japan. This one is called 9 Hour. It is not located here. We are on our way, walking there, and we're gonna rate it on the 5 things that we rated the Vietnam sleep pod in. First up, cost. This sleep pod cost a total of $32 for the night. So far, that is smashing the competition in Vietnam. Let's see what 9 Hour has to offer as far as checking in and build quality goes. You guys, the sleep pod is behind me. You might be able to see it in the corner of this shot. Up there. It's been photographed and videoed a bunch of times. It costs $32. It looks like you're in a spaceship. And I'm gonna give you my take, my rating on if this really is a great sleep pod. First things first, let's take the elevator down to the locker room. Check in, open the locker, nice and spacious. This is where you would store your luggage. Got my swag bag, and we're heading off to the showers.
Okay, so it is like really shared, like that whole way. I understand the shared bathroom. The showers look amazing, by the way. Whispering so nobody thinks I'm a creep. Got somebody else in here with me, but they got swag for us, slippers. And this whole bag, which I'll, go down in the pod and open up, but let's get rinsed off.
All right, rinse off complete. Let's brush the teeth, grab our swag bag, and go down to the actual sleep pod. And we have arrived. You find your number on the floor. I was 410, fittingly. And you climb into your pod. It's small and tight.
Okay, I gotta whisper because this is like about as shared gets. Where is the temperature control? I feel like I'm missing something. Blown away that I'm trapped in here with dead air. I am hot already. Only controls. Room light, USB, done. And my escape plan. That's all I got.
On to something exciting. Let's break down our swag bag. You have a shower towel mat, a washcloth, a full shower towel, toothbrush, and pajamas. I mean, they are like washed, used pajamas, so we'll see.
That's a wrap. Lights out. Tomorrow I gotta show you the amenities. They have Japanese toilets here, obviously, and a nice little common outdoor workspace, some other things. And we gotta rate the sleep because right now the mattress is, below middle. And the airflow, guys, the airflow. Can we get a fan 9 Hour?
I wish it was a little darker here. You can see some of the light coming in. And then this is me at 2 a.m, getting up to go to the bathroom. But hey, at least the toilet seat was warm. Wow, there are a lot of slippers. Every pair of slippers equals a person up in one of those pods. And you can hear the snoring. I'm not piping that sound in. Back to my pod for a few more hours of shut-eye. And it's morning. This is me trying to show you exactly how small the pod is. Aside from the snoring and the temperature, it really was not too bad of a sleep. I grabbed my things and headed back up to the locker room. Quickly changed, brushed my teeth, and then returned my pajamas, returned my bag. This is the common work area. I sat down to journal, but really it was just me contemplating my life's decisions. Y'all, it is freezing. I need to get back to the family. I'm not that crazy to make them sleep in a sleep pod 2 nights in a row. They're at the Grand Hyatt. We booked that on points, and it's amazing. I'm going to get a proper breakfast there, soak in what actually happened last night, that amazing experience, and then book my next one because, as a 42-year-old man with no hair, I can't sleep in a pod and listen to other grown men snore one time. I got to do it twice. So we're going to get a whole nother experience tomorrow night. Value, right around a 4. It was very affordable. Sleep, that's a 2. Cleanliness, 3.5. Location, 3.5. It was nice and central. And would I return? Heck no. I did not sleep well, and I heard way too many grown men snoring. We're back. You didn't even see me there, did you? Another night, another capsule hotel. It's going to be our third one, the Millennials. And I kind of belong there because I am a millennial. Still really cold out. Went to Uniqlo today, got some clothes and some bags. Don't worry, we'll drop the knowledge all about Uniqlo if you haven't heard of it before. My family also left me with a surprise in this backpack while I left the Grand Hyatt. It's hard to leave the Grand Hyatt and go sleep in a pod. But I'm not complaining. I'm excited about tonight's pod. There's websites that it's about being social, getting out there and providing some ways for you to, I'm probably not going to talk to anybody, but who knows, maybe I'll make a friend. And my family left me with laundry, a bag full of laundry. So I'll be off in the sleep pod tonight figuring that situation out. We have arrived. The Millennials. Let's go check in. Oh, cost on this one, 5,320 yen, right around 35 USD. So this is a little bit more expensive than last night. First things first, your amenity bar, toothbrush, toothpaste, and I found the laundry machine. Here we go. Now we got the laundry going. Let's go check out the room. Back down the elevator, I was in A33. Nice, easy signage. Already liking this one a little bit better. Know how to open the door. I just like ducked in. There we go. That door was harder than it looked, okay? First impressions, I think I love this place. We got our slippers, I'll change into these. 2 towels, simple and put together. Bed moves. Oh, that's right. Oh my gosh. The remote was pretty nice. It was on an old iPhone plugged in next to the bed, and you could control the bed, control the lights, and much to my surprise, I found a fan.
It's very soft fan, and it's a nice humming. I can feel the air. Oh my gosh.
2 pillows, a shelf, 2 hangers. There's actually storage right under the bed. It was just bad lighting, so you couldn't really see it. That was a great feature because you're actually keeping your stuff with you in your room instead of a separate locker room. Here's your shared bathroom. Don't be naked or half naked. This is a common area. Toilet, and then I made my way to the shower.
It's not quite as clean as I would like. Overall, my first impressions are blowing me out of the water compared to last night. I am so excited for this sleep. Let's take a shower, finish the laundry. And right here, as I was folding laundry, is when I started to feel just a little bit off. And sure enough, 3 hours later, I was up, massively nauseous, hugging the toilet of the communal bathroom facilities of the Millennial sleep pods. Really don't know if there's a worse place to feel physically ill and nauseous and not be in control of yourself than a shared bathroom while you're traveling. Would love for you to drop a comment below and let me know of a sickness travel experience that you might have had to make me feel a little bit better, and we can bond over it and be friends. We're gonna go over our final rankings in our special ranking book, and I'm not gonna let the sickness be a part of those final rankings. I caught something. It was bad luck. It was so bad. I didn't film it. We can visually imagine it. Nobody needs to actually see that. I would personally like to unfeel it, really.
All right, let's break down the Millennials experience. Value 4.5 out of 5. Sleep, right around a 3. Definitely slept better for the time that I was sleeping. Cleanliness, a 2. Found some things that could have been better in the shower area. Location, a 4. In the center of town and close to mass transit. Would I return? Yes.
And it might surprise you that I would stay at the Millennials again. But when it comes down to the awards written in this book, that sleep pod, the Millennials, actually won best value. Because if you can sleep somewhere for under $40 a night on a bed that you can control with a remote control right next to you, I mean, come on. I don't think it gets much better than that. And the next award goes to best overall experience, and that would be the Vietnam sleep pod. Because if you can sleep in an airport to avoid that stressful transit ride to the airport, stressing about making your flight, then that was also a really cool experience. And the one I would skip, that would be the 9-hour capsule experience. Maybe because I'm 42 and I'm just over that experience, or maybe because there was 50 men snoring in a hallway with me. Either way, it was cool once, but I probably wouldn't go back. If you're wondering what we're doing out in the world, living in Japan for 3 months and then Spain for 3 months, check out this video where I dive into a little detail of what we're doing as a family. And if you're looking for some cheap places to travel in 2026, then check out this video where I go over 7 of the cheapest places that we went to. How about this new notebook? Love this thing. Sequins. See you next time.